This week's editorial segment is all about blogging to build your brand. Over the last few years, blogging has become an increasingly popular marketing strategy for businesses of all sizes, from solo entrepreneurs to major corporations. A regular website can be a valuable marketing tool that allows people to access information about your business 24/7, but your brand is so much more than the services you provide or the products you sell. It's more than just your logo and your tagline. Your brand is the way that people perceive you, and it's reflected in everything that you do. It's in your values, your personality, your talents, and your skills. A blog allows people to understand your blog on a completely different level. By posting tips, articles, product reviews, links to other people's articles that you've read, or other information, you position yourself as an expert in your field. When you offer advice or comment on industry trends, it shows that you know your stuff and helps you get noticed by the people that you want to attract. It's fine to share case studies of how clients have benefited from working with you or show pictures of your new products, but you want to make sure that your blog isn't just a medium for shameless self-promotion. People do need to know that you're good at what you do, but they want to do business with someone they know, like, and trust. Your blog can give them insight into who you are and help build a connection, even if you've never met. One of the first blogs I started reading is called Someday Syndrome. It's at somedaysyndrome.com, and it's written by Alex Fail, who left his life in Canada a few years ago to move to Europe and pursue his lifelong dream of becoming a writer. Now that he's achieved that, he coaches other people who want to free themselves of what he calls someday syndrome. But his blog isn't all about selling his coaching services. Instead, he shares stories from his own life and interviews with various readers about the different forms of someday syndrome that they face. The way that Alex does this says a lot about who he is and goes a long way towards establishing that know, like, and trust factor. One of my clients is Sharon Graham, who blogs at sharongraham.ca. Sharon provides career services to six-figure professionals and brands herself as an advocate for labor market ethics and integrity. She frequently addresses these issues in her blog, which reinforces her brand and helps to set her apart from her competition. Letting people see your values and your personality is especially important if you have an online business where there's a good chance you'll be dealing with people you've never had the opportunity to meet face-to-face. For example, as a virtual assistant, I can provide services to people anywhere in the world. I've had several clients inquire about my services because after reading my blog, they were confident that I was resourceful, knowledgeable, and trustworthy, which is part of my personal brand. My blog is at janetbarclay.com. Blogging isn't just about putting information out there. Your ability to form a relationship with your readers is enhanced by the fact that blogging allows two-way communication with your audience. Because visitors can leave comments on what you post, they feel more engaged than if they're just reading, and are more likely to come back to see what else you have to say. When someone leaves a comment on your blog, you should acknowledge what they've said and continue the conversation, if possible. After noticing that Alex Fail responds personally to every comment left on his blog, I've started to do the same. Paying attention to who's commenting and what they're saying helps me to stay in touch with my readers. It's all part of forming relationships and building your online community. You can take it a step further. If the person leaving the comment has a blog as well, go and read one of their recent posts and leave a comment. As well as building a relationship with that person, if they share a similar target audience, this is a great way to get noticed by others who may then read your blog and perhaps eventually do business with you. I could probably talk about blogging for hours, but I'm sure everyone's anxious to hear from our first guest, so I'll wrap things up. I know that some of you already have a blog, and I hope I've given you a few ideas to help you use your blog to effectively build your branding. If you're still not sure whether blogging is for you, why not log into peopleandconnection.net and write a few posts? It'll give you a chance to get a feel for what it's all about before you commit to starting your own blog.